This is Jonathan Nagoff here for Pro Boxing Fans. I'm up here in Sheffield, morning after the night before. I'm still with, and still unbeaten welterweight, Anthony Tomlinson. How you doing, Anthony? Good win last night against Stewart, Burt?
Yeah, really good win. Well, thank you. How are you?
Very well, very well. Obviously, we've got to see your win ringside last night. Talk me through it. It was an absolute war for how long it lasted, which I believe was 8 rounds. Ninth rounds. Apologise before you. Brutal stoppage. Talk me through the fight. It was at a hell of a pace, as we've discussed.
Yeah, it was a really good pace, but just thinking about it, they come into changing rooms. I was still in my boxer shorts saying, "Oh, you're on in 10 minutes," and we're like, "You're on in 10 minutes? Like, we're not even warmed up." So it took a few rounds to get warmed up, and after that, like you say, it was a high intense pace, and you know what I mean. Stewart Burt did his training, you know what I mean. He stuck in there as long as he stuck in. Tough kid, and over at Moon that I got the stoppage in the 9th.
I mean, what did you make of your performance up until that stage? I mean, you're both giving it, you're both taking some shots, both slick punches, but then I feel like you did come on the stronger and obviously forced the stoppage. But yeah, how do you assess your performance? Have you had a chance to watch it back?
I hadn't a chance to watch it back. I watched the first round and the stoppage after, and we were good. We knew what we did. We had a game plan. I weren't warmed up enough in first, second, third. It took a bit for me to get in. As soon as I warmed up into the fight, I just started pushing pace on. They thought they were going to be a lot bigger than me, and it's proving that I might not be the biggest at welterweight, but my punch is carrying the rest of the weight behind it in there. So my performance, really good performance from me. That's only been boxing for 6 years.
Absolutely. I mean, what did it feel like when you did get that stoppage? I mean, it's quite a statement, that as well.
It's a massive statement. Stewart Burt don't get stopped, does he? You know, he's been in internationals, and he's been a national champion up in Scotland, and that he's been high on the amateur scene, really good amateur. And everybody come to me and see me on GB who's seen him and know Stewart Burt, and for me to get that sort of win over somebody like that, like, it's put my name definitely up in the domestic level.
I mean, speaking to Eddie Hearn afterwards, he mentioned straight away Conor Benn without hesitation. You've mentioned it as well. Is that the fight next for you?
Like you say, Eddie come into the changing room straight away. He says, "I wish I put that on TV." That's what he said straight away. He's asked us about a Conor Benn fight. We've said yeah. You know, I've said yeah. Like you said, my manager, he's the one that needs to deal with it all. I don't shy away from no fight, me. So like you say, if that fight's next, that fight's next. If it's March 28th, it's March 28th. You know, I'm not here to call anybody out, but I will be ready to fight.
I mean, I remember talking to you a few weeks ago up in Doncaster, and you told me you've beaten the Belgian champion. Now you've beaten the Scottish champion, all with unlimited amateur experience, as I understand. So you're moving through the ranks at a pretty quick pace.
Yeah, I'm moving through them. Like, my name's been on the domestic scene. I think everybody that's been up in top 10's heard about me coming up. Like I say, I beat 2 undefeated people, former Belgian champion. I beat Rob Hunt, that's a really tough veteran. I think he had 33 fights, only lost 4 or 5. Don't get stopped that much, and I stopped him. And I've just beat the Scottish champion. I'm like, how could you ask much more from a kid that had no amateur background, you know, that's learning on job and that's coming forward? I'm a kid that wants to fight, and I'm here to fight, you know. And like I said, it only takes that one punch, and it's shown yesterday. I was boxing Stewart Burt's head off. I felt like I was boxing his head off, you know what I mean? I thought that I was winning every round, and I hit him right in 9th round, and it changed fight completely. I started, you know, they can't recover.
I mean, Conor Benn doesn't actually hold the British title, I believe. I think Chris Jenkins has it at the moment. So is that another fight you'd look at if this Conor Benn one didn't come through? I know you don't call anyone out, but these must be all potential targets for you.
These are all the targets for me. This is what we're in boxing for. We're in boxing to fight the best of the best. Like you said, Conor Benn is one of the best of the best. You've got Josh Kelly, that's one of the best of the best. You've got Chris Jenkins, that's British and Commonwealth champion, that's one of the best of the best. Like, domestically, it's a really good scene and weight category to be around with these people that really high-end fighters, you know. Like you say, they've done what they needed to do. They probably might not be looking at me like, oh, we don't need to fight Anthony Tomlinson. Who's Anthony Tomlinson, you know? So I'll just keep chipping away, and then soon, like, they can't not fight me, you know. But like you say, we all got to do best for our careers, and if that next step between any of them fighters ain't their best step, so I wish them all the best for their career, but I will keep chipping away, and I will get the fights what I need to get, and I'm going to win the British and Commonwealth title when it comes to it, yeah.
Josh Kelly's fight with David Avanesyan was confirmed last night. How do you see that fight going?
Josh Kelly's special, innit? You know, he's shown that he's special in amateurs. He's special in pros as well. The way that he moves and everything, the way that he throws his shots. You know, you can't say any bad word about Josh Kelly. He's a fighter. He loves to fight, and like I say, I wish him all the best in his career as well.
Just moving away from you for a second, it was a historic night in Steffi Bull's gym.
Oh, wow.
Your mate Terri Harper claiming the WBC World title. I know you're massively proud of her, but yeah, put it into words for me.
No words can describe, you know, the feeling yesterday, just watching her get her hands raised, like what people will see on our Instagram, on our stories, all our social media. Me and Terri train together throughout every camp. If I'm in camp, Terri will train alongside me. If Terry's in camp, I'll train alongside her. We've both been in camp on this one. It's been buzzing, you know. He's just shown we're both fit. Everything that we're doing in the gym's so right, you know. We put in pace, and we can keep that pace like throughout the rounds, you know. So everything that we're doing is right, you know. We just have to keep learning. Steffi's going to push us on. We're just going to get better and better. But like, what a way for Terri Harper to win the WBC. She just beat somebody that doesn't get beat, that's never been beat down at super featherweight. She's only lost to Katie Taylor stepping up, so push Katie Taylor out of it. This girl's never been beat. She's undefeated at super featherweight, and Terri Harper has just come from our gym and just, you know, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I mean, especially for, you know, Doncaster as well, the first female, I believe, to even box out of Doncaster, let alone be a world champion. I mean, it's like monumental if you think about it.
Isn't she the first WBC female out of England coming? Because Katie Taylor's Irish, isn't it? I'm right, aren't I? So there's not been another female WBC champion, has there?
Don't quote me on this.
Well, that's one to
let
look
the
at.
viewers decide.
Yeah.
Also, Dave Allen as well, your mate returning. Yeah, are you happy to see him back in the gym doing what he does best?
150%. Like, it was really good, really good. Do you know what? I was happy with Dave's performance yesterday. He took his time. He got told to step it up in third round. He stepped up in third round and took him out. Like, he was just getting through. Like, yeah, everybody has to understand what Dave's come from. He's come from a lot of medical issues, what he had to get overturned and stuff like that. People doubting him, and from prize fight, Dave is unbelievable. Like, for me, the boxing skill, what he's got, just showing you, he could beat somebody, taking his time, and then when he sticks him on him, he gets him out. Like you say, he probably might have had a bit of ring rust, and he probably was thinking about his fight with David Price in the first 2 rounds, and that's the reason why he got told to step it up, and he did exactly what his corner said, and he stepped it up. See you soon. See ya.
I mean, you see all sort of the boys that have come in the gym as well, like Danny Morrell, Jay McFarlane. How much has that sort of added to Dave? I mean, you see it sort of firsthand every day. How much has that sort of helped him in sort of got him back on sort of back focused on his boxing? Not saying he wasn't, but it must have given him extra motivation.
Yeah, it gives him focus, it gives him drive, it gives him that motivation, you know. But what Dave does with these kids, and well, it's not, I can't say kids, but lads, you know what I mean? Like, he changes the life round. Like, it takes a special person like Dave to take people on like that, you know what I mean? Like, people hate him for it. Like, they're asking him, why is he doing this, why is he doing that? Listen, you ask them kids what they call it Dave's done for him. I can see it full hand because I see it every day, and then he gets a lot of stick. But them kids, he's changed their life around, and if somebody's willing to help somebody to change their life around to better themselves, then it's all good, isn't it? So, yeah.
I mean, just back onto you and Terri, how much credit do you give to Steffi for the job he's done? I mean, what a night for both of you and for the gym.
It's a really good night. We can't thank Steffi enough. You know, he works so hard. He don't even sleep at night. He's up watching our fighters and stuff. He tells us what he's doing. You know, can't thank him enough on what he's done. He's just making me a better and better fighter every time. Terri, you've seen what he's done with Terri. You know, I'm never going to say I'm going to be a world champion. You know, I'm happy to win a British or Commonwealth title. I'm not going to be above myself. I ain't got the best boxing skill. I know that, but I know for a fact that I'm devastating when I hit. So. Steph is the man right about now, and I think everybody knows that Steph is the man, and like I said, we're all thankful, and he's going to get a lot of people trying to turn up to his gym now after this performance yesterday.
Finally, what are your plans, in like immediate plans? Are you going to take some time out of the gym? Are you straight back in there?
Back in Monday. I've got a lot of catching up to do with me. Like, the kids that I'm fighting have had a long amateur career. They've been in the gym from 12 years of age, and I've only been boxing 6 years, so if I'm back in gym straight away on Monday, I'm lowering that percentage down shortly. It's only a small percentage that I'm knocking down, but I'm catching these kids up. And if I'm doing it with this, how much experience I've had now, and I'm beating these kids, then I'm doing something right. But I'm back in the gym, like you say. Could have some massive fight news, and I'm just going to keep ticking over. I'm going to keep fit. I'm not going to cut no corners, and I just can't wait to get in these proper fights. So I'm there now. I'm there to fight these proper fights, and I'm buzzing. I've done all hard work now. Let's get in and mingle.
Brilliant stuff. Anthony Tomlinson, thanks very much for your time today. Enjoy your rest of 2 days or whatever it is. One day. And yeah, we'll look forward to some big fight news and a big year.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.